Hi, I'm Jodi-Anne, a wellbeing educator and healing facilitator. I've channeled over 100 answers to questions about life. These have been recorded through automatic writing, answering a broad range of questions about life and how it works, and how we can be peaceful and happy. Today's topic is how do you let go of disappointment and expect the best? Join me as we explore this topic and go deep within to heal and find peace. When a person has suffered many disappointments in life, they can learn to switch off from it, from expecting good things or even believing it's possible for their life to work out okay. This is a self-defense mechanism aimed to limit the pain received and protect from further disappointments. But switching off from life, from hope, from faith, is a disastrous thing to do. It's a giving up of life force and energy, a giving up of joy, of hope, of happiness. It will inevitably lead to judgment, to ridicule, to low self-esteem, depression, and feelings of unworthiness. If the major traumas or disappointments occurred when the person was a young child, between 0 to 7 years old, it's highly likely that a pattern of learned helplessness was embedded into the child's unconscious, and as an adult, this plays out constantly in all aspects of life. This feeling of helplessness can leave the person feeling a victim, feeling unable to change anything, and accepting life is always going to be that way. With such pessimism, life can become drudgery. It can become one boring or scary or threatening and dangerous day after another. And it's easy to see why people may self-medicate through addictions to avoid the emotional pain and the sense of helplessness and hopelessness. It's a cruel way to exist. It's a numbing out of life, and in a sense, it can feel like a Walking Dead scenario, feeling as if there's no point in staying alive or trying to change anything because it feels like it never works or changes, that it never gets better. It's a really painful place to be in internally, to feel this hurt and broken that you don't know how to go on, how to survive or live. You can give up trying, and many people just survive one day at a time. Life becomes monotonous, bland, boring, and suffocating. Sadly, it's actually a common state of being for many people. If you resonate to this, you're definitely not alone. And thankfully, you don't have to stay stuck in it. We only feel so helpless because it's the younger parts of us that got hurt and disappointed. And it's those parts of us whose pain is so high and it is overruling everything else. If you heal these wounds and you help to free your inner child or younger selves from that pain, then that's no longer going to be your primary emotion or experience of life. You as the adult has every opportunity to make different choices, to have fun, to be positive and enjoy life. It's just hard to do that when your vitality and your life force is stuck in the past, playing out a repetitive loop of negativity. So how do you free yourself of the wounds? There are many ways that help. At this stage, it's just important to know that you can break free, that you can heal, and that life can become better, to let a glimmer of hope exist. Just because people in your past hurt you or disappointed you doesn't mean that it has to reoccur over and over. If you heal the wounds, you can flourish. You'll no longer attract that treatment in, as you'll no longer be a vibrational match to it. Once you've released the pain, your body can relax. It can come out of fight or flight or shut down zombie mode. Life force energy can flow freely through your veins again, revitalizing you to live life fully, embracing possibilities and taking action to live your dreams and become your greatest potential while here on earth. But to achieve this, the wounds have to be healed. The emotional pain must be released or transmuted, and your heart opened back up to allow love in, to trust and take action, to risk changing and trying something new, and letting people close. When people are closed down out of disappointment, it's like they've bolted the door, put up a security fence, and they've got guard dogs snarling, attempting to keep out anything good from occurring so that they're not going to be disappointed or hurt further. People with good intentions attempt to come close, but they're faced with snarling dogs, electric fences, and machine guns aimed at them, as if they're the enemy when all they want to do is love you. It takes a strong and determined person to persevere in this situation and to say, let me in, it's okay, you can trust me. Many just walk away. They see the wounding in the other, the closed door, so they turn away. Hence, the hurt person ends up alone and isolated, desperate for attention and for love, but not actually allowing it. It's no wonder they feel so helpless. There's a war going on inside them, actually keeping the goodness away. When someone does come close, the disappointed person can overreact with anger, feeling like, how dare they expect me to let them in? How dare they expect me to take a risk? And they push the person away so much. Depending on how deep the wound will depend on how automatic this rejection process is. It can be so strong that rage is triggered and a feeling that you could set the person on fire, metaphorically, of course, not literally, because they've threatened you and your safety by daring to enter into your closed kingdom. And it literally feels like a threat to your existence. They've actually done nothing wrong. They've just come close. But if you have a really strong level of wounding from childhood, and this is usually during the first 6 months or so, if you've had poor attachment processes with your parents and you haven't felt safe as a baby, you can actually have this rage within you that is a self-protection mechanism. And so when people come close, this rage can be triggered. And it's really, really sad because the other person's actually coming in to say, hello, do you want a friend? Do you want to play? I'm willing to connect with you. And it's like two young children are meeting in a playground and the first person has planted their feet, crossed their arms, stomped on the spot and said, no. They're shouting, no, you'll not play with me. Go away, leave me alone. They're totally closed off in their tantrum about how they feel and what has occurred to them in life. They sulk, they pout, they kick and they scream about how unfair it all is. Most of us can see this behaviour in toddlers, in young children quite easily, but we fail to see that as wounded adults, we're actually doing the same thing. And life can't change dramatically for the better unless you uncross your arms, suck in your bottom lip, and you open up to connection, to playing, and to having fun. While you're shouting no, nothing much can change. So you have to be willing to lower the defenses, to open up to another way of being, and to feeling and releasing the emotional pain that's underneath your wounds so it can dissolve and you can walk free of it. Then you can see the blue sky and the sunshine and let it in. You can see the beauty in life and let yourself be replenished by it and to experience good things and have your life work out more enjoyably. It's clear it's up to you to take the action to heal the wounds. No one else can do it for you. We all have to take responsibility and do what's needed for our own healing. Even those brave souls that wear suits of armour and non-flammable overalls that come close wanting to help us move forward, their efforts can only help if we let them in. If we keep shouting no energetically or actually saying it through our words and actions, then their efforts can't help. It's up to each of us to take the risk to let life be different. We can do it, and it's worth it, so worth it, to walk free from the misery and enjoy life, and to be pleasantly surprised by the mystery of life and to see the goodness in all things. We can achieve it by healing the past so it doesn't cloud our future. It can be done, and I and many others can help you do it if you let us and if you say yes. If you open up and say yes to life, yes, I'm willing to move forward and to risk being happy. I can do this. I'll do this. I choose it. I say yes. then life is actually going to lead you to the right people, places, books, courses, and whatever else it is you need that best suits you, your healing path, to help you heal and break free from the pain. And it's going to be different for each person based on their current state of awareness, their willingness and ability to feel and release their pain. Some may want to do self-study at first before they're willing to risk seeing a therapist or trusting someone to help them move forward. Some might prefer talk therapy as they don't yet feel safe enough to go into their bodies and to feel what's there. Some might prefer to start with the bodywork modalities to help their body relax and let go, preferring this as they're too scared to voice their concerns or speak the truth that they've tried to hide from their whole lives. Inside your body are all the trapped emotions and memories from the traumas and disappointments that you've experienced. And it's this tension, it's these energies, emotions, these disappointments, the times that we've swallowed our voice and not spoken our truth, not been able to run away, fight, or defend ourselves. It's all of this that results in the muscular tension and holding patterns that are so common in our society. It's the energy that is resulting in the tight, sore shoulders, necks, and backs. It's literally like the body has clenched, locked down, and armored up in order to protect itself. And a large part of healing is releasing this tension, melting the armor and the hypervigilance that comes from being in fight, flight, and freeze so much of the time. This has to be done slowly, gently. You can't take the top off the volcano and have all the pressure escape at once. It's too volatile, too dangerous, and too overwhelming. You need to let the pressure out slowly, to let the steam out gently, and that way you don't explode emotionally and your body can integrate the shifts and changes. There are many ways to reduce the internal stress and pressure so that you can cope more easily with whatever life brings you. When you're already stressed up to your eyeballs internally, it makes it so hard to cope. It's like you're exhausted with nothing else to give or any capacity to take on more, whether that be a challenge at work, a family member wanting your support, or asking you to do something. When you're already at your limit, when your plate is full, any additional stresses can result in strong, undesirable reactions. You might react in anger or rage, or just be irritable and cold, pushing people away or ignoring their needs. It's not because you don't care. You do care. You just don't have any more capacity to cope with another stressor. Thankfully, you can use a range of methods to diffuse your internal bomb. Most people turn to addictions to try and numb it, escape it, avoid it, or distract themselves from it. They may get busy or drink or shop or play video games or any other distraction that stops from feeling what's occurring inside. Clearly, that's not a healthy or long-term solution. Your nervous system still has all the charge in it, all the pent-up energy and emotion. So all that addictions are doing is just giving you a temporary fix, a numbing out, and it's bound to fail as the internal pressure continues to grow. And eventually the person will implode, taking out the anger and energy on themselves, or explode, taking it out on others. A much healthier way to reduce the pressure, to let out the steam, is spending time in nature, going for walks or swims at the beach. Anything that helps you to slow down and to have greater relaxation and ease in your body. Spending time with loved ones, with your pets, with children. Anything that makes your heart sing and gives you joy will help. I've found that tension and trauma release exercises, TRE, has been particularly useful for me and the many others that I've used it with. It lets out the tension from the body bit by bit, enabling your nervous system to calm, and this gives you more capacity to cope with day-to-day life. As you release the pressure, it's like you're taking some of the burdens and pressures from your plate So there's room, there's capacity to handle life events with a bit more grace and ease. You've got the energy to actually listen to others, to handle whatever comes up. You don't get shoved into overwhelm as quickly. TRE is a set of simple exercises designed to help the body access its innate stress, tension, and trauma release mechanism. It's an inbuilt tremoring process that uses up the stagnant energy, melts the armor, and helps you to shift out of fight, flight, and freeze so that you can be more relaxed and have more ease within. And when that occurs, it's easier to interact with others because you actually feel safer in your body, less threatened and defensive. TRE is a powerful process for calming the body back down to its natural, peaceful, playful state. And excitingly, you can learn TRE quickly, and once learned, you can use it for free for the rest of your life. You can do the exercises and tremoring releases in your own home whenever you want as part of your self-care process. And then if you want to go deeper, learn more, or have some support as you go along, you can see a TRE practitioner like me, but you don't actually have to do that regularly. You can just do it when you want to, or if you need some extra support. So a practitioner can teach you how to do TRE within 1 or 2 sessions. Then you can use it yourself at home whenever you want to. TRE gives you back your freedom to engage in your healing journey and to heal at a rate your body is comfortable with, listening to and honouring your body and its process. It's well worth learning TRE to empower yourself and move forward with your life. You don't need to stay stuck, defensive, or hidden. You can break free of it all. If you'd like to learn more, visit the TRE page of my website. There you'll find examples of TRE in use, as well as videos that can help you to understand more about how it works. There are many roads home to healing, to your heart, and to wholeness. It doesn't matter which road you take. What matters is your willingness to take a step forward into the unknown, into life being different. And if you're willing, the universe will meet you and guide you forth. May you learn to run joyously along your path, knowing that you're taken care of, that you're guided forth, and being able to see the beauty of life and love all around you. For it is there waiting for us once we open our arms and embrace it. Life can be really good once we heal our pain and can see more clearly. May you obtain inner peace as quickly and easily as you can. With love and blessings. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting and insightful. It's my aim to empower people with the skills and knowledge to walk their healing journeys as gently and as peacefully as possible. There are over 100 of these answers to questions about life available for free on the Life Insights page of my website. Please visit to learn more about the healing journey and ways to live peacefully and happily. Have a great day. Bye.